Yo, what's good, family? Back in the GT for another one. Today, I'm picking up an exhaust for the F34 340 GT. You know, there are other aftermarket exhausts that are for the 340, and they're cool. There's some really good ones. I don't know, man. I just want to keep it factory. I want to keep it BMW. I do like the valve system. You know, a lot of the exhausts eliminate the valve, and you know, I don't want to be loud all the time. I like that idea of kind of being able to turn it on and off when I want. We can control the valves with Link and retain those valve controls. Now, again, this exhaust does come with a mid-pipe that eliminates the resonators in the middle of this exhaust, so that'll also add to the sound. But the way that the muffler portion is designed, with both valves fully open, will turn this into a straight pipe. So that, coupled with the deleted resonators in the middle, and also with a catless downpipe, is gonna make for some awesome sound. So I'll be at this guy's shop in about 10 minutes. I'll see you when I get there. There she is. And we got the MPPSK exhaust in the back of the GT. So it looks like good shape. Got a little bit of scuff on the carbon fiber exhaust tips, but it does come with the exhaust tips, which is dope. And you can see that. Yes, sir. Let's get this bad boy home. Oh, wobbling around. You can't do that in the F30, baby. Hatchback life, wagon life, GT gang. And this is the top side of the exhaust. You got those two valves I talked about, and carbon fiber exhaust tips. If we turn it over, see, factory badge. Okay, so chronicles of this exhaust. Since I bought it used, obviously it didn't come with the mid pipe. Basically, we need to extend the tailpipes. Now I got this one off. So we have a 3mm hex Allen in there, and this one came off fine. This one is giving me issues, of course. Now we have the famous broken easy out in the rounded screw situation, and hopefully we can get this out. All right, people, so it is some time later. I had a buddy use a metal burning tool to get the exhaust tip off on this side, since the tiny 3mm hex screw was basically seized on there, probably kind of welded itself. Basically, the MPPSK exhaust has kind of like a half mid pipe that extends forward to the car and will delete the rearmost round resonator. I'll just have to get the frontmost oval resonator deleted. So I'm gonna cut my stock exhaust, clamp it on, and bolt it up, and we'll see what happens. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna disconnect the valve on the driver's side, and then, oh, these are rusty. I'm going to loosen these exhaust hangers up a bit, and then after that, I'm gonna go down here and I'm going to cut right there, right after the resonator. And then I'll get these bolts the rest of the way out, swap the hangers over, put them on the new exhaust, and then we'll start putting the MPPSK in. Cue the infamous Amazon exhaust cutter. So after a lot of time later, and also removing the bracing, which gave me some more room to swing the pipe cutter, we got the old exhaust cut out straight from the secondary resonator. Pretty clean cut. Now I can just go back under the car, file the other end, make sure there's no crazy burrs. And here's the cut, pretty clean cut, got a deburred, and you can see the first oval resonator still on, along with the rest of the mid pipe. And then we can put the MPPSK in. Now here's the stock exhaust and the MPPSK exhaust lined up at the exhaust hanger. So as you can see, it should bolt right up. Just need to remove the exhaust hangers and transfer them over. The GT F34 is a little bit longer, so I got some extra pipe off of Amazon, and that should take care of that. And then if we come over here, it actually looks like this resonator extends a little bit past where the MPPSK mid pipe would come, and I don't have that. So I got a little bit of extra 3-inch pipe as well to extend that if need be. 3-inch stainless steel couplers. And this is going to help me join the rest of my stock mid pipe. Some longer carrier bolts, because the ones that came with the clamps were a little too short. And I also ordered the harness splitter for the dual valves, so one valve on either side, and this is the splitter that plugs into the stock connection and splits the connection into two. And we got the exhaust hangers transferred over. Time to bolt her up. As you can see, I'm under the muffler cavity here. Need to remove these, and we can kind of bend this back a little bit. We'll plug the splitter in, and we'll basically route the splitter under here. So we got the splitter plugged in. Just to mock it up, the official instructions want you to drill about a 6mm hole, like right here. And this is on the left rear undershield plastic. And we got the hole drilled. Got the little clip, came with the wiring harness in there, and we got that secured. Okay, so we got her on, bolted up to the exhaust hangers. I got the clamps hooked up down there, got the wiring harness tucked behind the heat shield in there, clipped into the clips that came with it. Now the pipe is hanging a little bit. The clamps could probably use a little bit more tightening up. But besides that, only thing I need to do now is extend the tailpipes. As you can see, they're still gonna be a little bit sunken in if I put the exhaust tips on like that. And I do have a 2 3/4 pipe that will slide on. I got some clamps for that as well. So that'll take care of that, but let's go ahead and do a first startup. Now, if you're new to the car, I do have a 5-inch catless downpipe installed. So it does sound a little bit more deep than stock, but I think it's gonna sound different with this MPPSK exhaust on, especially with both valves open. So let's go ahead and get a first start up. Definitely a big difference. I think I'm gonna like this. MPPSK on, and this clamp needs to sit up a little higher. Still got the oval resonator all the way to the 5-inch downpipe. So we got the tailpipes extended, welded on, nice. And then we got the MPPSK welded onto the stock mid pipe. We'll go ahead and delete that resonator later. Got her all tacked up. So I didn't like how rusty the exhaust hangers were, so I got them off. I got 2 new rubber hangers. I'm gonna go ahead and soak these in some PP Blaster. Then I'm gonna clean them up with a wire brush, hit it with some Rust-Oleum, and get these back looking presentable.
what do I think of the MPPSK exhaust? Well, if you haven't already guessed, I absolutely love it. Obviously, I'm biased, but I think it's the best exhaust system offered for the B58 platform. Definitely the Gen 1. It's a BMW system made with BMW parts, and it's the best option offered for BMW's lineup of exhaust options for these generations of cars. I've been enjoying it for a good amount of months, a great amount of miles. I have no regrets. If you do it the out of the box way, not necessarily the way that I did it, it could be a super clean system. And there's only one more thing that I have to do to make this 100%, and that's to delete the oval resonator that's kind of sitting where the armrest would be in the car, kind of straight down from there. But definitely stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be knocking that out as well. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.